So I always do this with a 7. Like I said, there ends up with 3-man concepts. I always just throw some kind of smash concept on the front side. Obviously, you can throw anything you can think of, but I wanted 2 different ways of getting to the same thing. The 2 play side receivers are running some kind of smash. We dictate which guy ends up going to the flat, which guy's running deep, and how they get there. And the backside isolated dude is what I always call a pig. It's kind of a post. It's kind of a dig where he's going to press that thing vertical and deep. So the pig route on the backside is I'm going to run deep unless there's something that brackets it. Now, it might be the goal line or the back line of the end zone. It might be a middle closed safety. He's going to snap it off, and his job is to hook up and be open, settle down, and find work somewhere between the hashes. On the front side of the smash, when we ran it, was the outside concept was a pivot, so a hitch, settle down, and then expand once the quarterback looks at me, and the quarterback's just going to read it top to bottom to go. So he expands once the quarterback looks for width. So this is the outside ones. I only put like 2 or 3 clips on here, so I'm not burning up time-wise. So this would be the outside concept. You can see the biggest thing is the quarterback has an awesome throwing window. It's an extremely low maintenance throw for him. It's a really good job by the tailback. Really good job by the third man setting the C gap outside leg, and then the transition. You see it there. That's really good. Okay, here, and that's some other things. I threw clips on here. Now you'll see it to the left. So you can see there's a slight undersplit by the 2 receivers. You'll see the quarterback work for width, get his hips around, and be able to dump the ball off. Better look at it here. Tailback's got an easy deal, checking edge pressure, no edge pressure, immediately fits the scrape, fits his outside shoulder, easy throw and catch, good deal. Again, going to the quarterback's non-dominant hand, no depth, works, gets around. Tailback's able to help clean up because there's no edge pressure. Here's a look where, so I get in a bunch of formations where this cat right here, number 3, is my tailback. Because I bring him in fly sweep motion a bunch. I motion him into the backfield. I'll leave him here and RPO him with cube run game. So that's a big part of what I did. You can still get to the same concept. It's still going to be the same protection, C gap, and the tailback can hide it from this. You can hide some of those things from your alignment. So everything's the exact same. It just looks like we're doing it from a formation you normally couldn't. It's a really good job of the quarterback getting back around and the tailback being able to get that fit and work for that transition aspect of it. Here's us. Again, great job by the tailback. Dual read, initial threat to the scraping backer. Quarterback gets his hips around and finds the pig. And the biggest thing is just it's uncontested throws. You can get outside the box so easy because I'm an interior vertical run team, a bunch. So the other thing I do is just flip it. So you put the outside guy on the corner route, and he's going to tempo off the ball and try to use it as a natural rub. Do it out of different personnel groupings, close backside. You can press them for certain depth, but you want to press. It's really hard against cover 4 teams, man teams. So you can push those same things to the same depth. There's another look at like a 3-by-none set or a 4-by-none set, however you want to do it. Inside guy is going to be able to press, change it off. So really what I did as a play caller, I just tried to, here's again, sprinkle some motion on. I really preferred this inside initial rub route stuff versus man and goal line looks. I preferred the other one versus zone looks. You can see the outside receiver adjusts here. Really the corner routes, when you get in the goal line, I reteach it as deep out cuts. So think of like an inverted dig. Sprint out week 2. This is an awesome goal line play. I did this for 7 years. I've never thrown this incomplete in a game ever. It's the best thing possible versus goal line pressure man. Sprint out to a single side receiver with backside double digs, and all you're doing is sprint into a fade stop. Same protection, but now you can throw it weak. So when you get these looks, you coach it up so the kid's running a fade, really oversells it, and then by the time he snaps and turns that into a comeback, quarterback and him are just, very, very close to each other playing an easy game and catch. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback with an easy throwing lane, and it creates a ton of separation. It really deters people from playing man coverage against you down there. So if you do, you don't have to get really good at all this mesh bull, all this stuff that's really expensive and hard to coach. Here, same thing. Trade the tight end over. Now we're running to the whole weak side, using him as the third man in the surface. Great job by the backs, being real aggressive. It's an easy way to create a ton of separation, and you don't have to have a fast kid to do it, which I really like. How's this? Same deal. So complements, there's a couple complementary things you can do really easy with this to keep this protection the same. So use your own tendencies to help you. Every DB in America is taught quarterbacks, pockets moving this way, the routes are going to go with it. You can conflict some defensive keys and reads and then take advantage of the situation. So you can double move and hide were the only two complements I carried. So I could carry both concepts, and then whoever tag who was ever running the corner route is now going to run the corner post, and then I'd sneak in Y hide out of the same principle. So here you can see normally we'd go corner and the outside, he's going to bang that and go back to the post. So you can use, if they're going to stay too high against you, this is like stealing, and it works against everybody. You just oversell it, try to push it to your initial break to somewhere near around the top of the numbers. Same thing here. Number 2 is going to be running it. Sprinkle some tempo in, but again, this is at the end of a drive, probably like play 7 or 8, and we're going about 1,000,000 miles an hour, and look what moving the pocket does to the launch point for the quarterback. That's as good of a deal as you can get with a 4-man pressure.